While you were living your life this year, a lot has happened. Maybe out of distraction, laziness, or just not enough time, you didn't stop to think about what went down in the last 12 months. And before you say it, no, social media isn't a source of news if all you do is skim the headlines. That's exactly what some governments want. Keeping your outrage at just the right level so you think polarization and extreme opinions actually matter. So, what about the world this year? Number 1. The shift in the global power paradigm. The dollar is no longer king of the world. Every day, it loses ground to the Chinese yuan. What's become clear this year is that the global balance of power is quietly shifting. China, leading in technology, is moving forward, silently. And many are betting on China, a communist country, yes, but one with an authoritarian model that drives growth while its rival struggles with social and structural decline. Meanwhile, while Europe bans gas cars, China dominates global EV production by a wide margin. But let's be real. These electric cars don't actually solve the bigger problem of pollution. They're just a shiny band-aid on a much deeper issue. While Trump renames the Department of Defense to the Department of War and spends $997 billion, China is arming itself at twice the pace. Finally, don't forget that, as the dollar destabilizes, alternative financial models to the SWIFT system are emerging. Oil contracts are increasingly being priced in yuan across Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, a currency that keeps climbing. Number 2. Space missions. Throughout 2025, multiple space missions have taken place. And no, we're not going to talk about Katy Perry's so-called SpaceX mission. Did anyone seriously think this was relevant? Well, maybe her. Judging by her speech, it sounded like she met angels up there, but if she saw anything, it was for about 3 minutes, the total time the crew actually spent in orbit. Now, let's talk about the missions that didn't get the headlines. SphereX, the new telescope launched by NASA in February. The mission was to map the universe and search for water molecules and organic matter. So yes, expect even more full HD images of what's happening up there. SpaceX's Crew 10 mission, also in February, carried astronauts to the International Space Station. Business as usual, except space is no longer just for astronauts. Because SpaceX also launched people who aren't trained professionals, just very rich people looking for a shot of adrenaline. That was Axiom Mission 4. China wasn't quiet either. Shenzhou 20 and 21 carried crews to the Chinese space station. The interesting part? The first mission suffered an impact on its module, forcing the launch of the second one as a rescue mission. Japan also entered the picture. Hakuto RM-2, a private Japanese mission, attempted a robotic moon landing. Without the crew, it didn't success. It suffered an accident while attempting to land. I could keep going, but this list would never end. The takeaway is simple. 2025 marks the beginning of commercial space travel with non-professional crews. And honestly, I just hope it doesn't end the same way as that famous submarine. We'll see. Number 3. Jeff Bezos' mega wedding. Alright, for those who haven't heard, one of the richest men in the world got married, and despite having a net worth of over $240 billion, he spent just $50 million on this spectacle. And yes, it was nothing more than a full-blown show, so grand that it basically shut down all of Venice. No wonder the locals were pissed. Overnight, their city was swarmed with yachts and military security blocking streets and restricting access to certain areas. And that's not all. The presence of a bunch of celebrities just to grab more attention didn't help. I mean, Bezos and Lauren Sanchez have the age and money to not care about this kind of thing. Why turn it into a reality show for the world to watch? The invitation from the Kardashians, Sydney Sweeney, Oprah, Bill Gates and others is not accidental. It's the typical look how well I'm received and how many friends I have at a tycoon level. Although some, like DiCaprio, seemed not to want to be there. It's even rumored that Jeff invited Katy Perry, but you know, she was busy with other things. So well, as the inhabitants of Venice said,
the problem is not the wedding, the problem is the system.
If you want more parts, subscribe now, it's free.